issues and so on and so forth. What I've tried to do is I have a couple of young, and I say young, they're 27, 28, graduated from college, work here in the community now. One's a architect, another one is an engineer. I'm putting these people on my boards as my representative, because I think it's very important that we start passing the baton to the younger community, to the children, and well, they're not children, but you know, to the young men and women that are in their 20s and 30s, because this is our future, and I'm not going to be here forever. So I think it's important that we get the young people in the community involved in what's going on. And like I say, this is their future too. You've seen the Cove Shopping Center improvements. That actually started the Cove Shopping Center and the community redevelopment. When I was a commissioner, the city commission at that time had the initiative and the city manager to go to the county and work it out that we got dedicated that area as a community redevelopment. What that means is instead of all the taxes going to Broward County that are generated by that area, they stay right in the community. They stay right in that area, and they have to be spent in that area, which would be from Federal Highway up to the beach. And that's how this all got started. And it takes, when they say it takes an act of Congress, yes, it does. I was in office for 12 years as a city commissioner. I was out of office for 4 and back in now as mayor, and I've been in 3 years now. It takes a long time to get something done, but when you look at the results, you're very proud. When you drive down the street, the swimming pool that we have here in the city, just so many things, a new fire station over on Southwest 11th Way. We've done a tremendous job. It takes time, but we've done a tremendous job, and I'm very proud, again, of our city manager and the commissioners that I'm working with, because they see the initiative. They see what we need to do. They see that the community needs to be involved. But everybody, not just a few, because the same people come to the commission meetings, the same people come to, workshops that we have. We need more people involved in this community. This is where your businesses are. This is where you live. You need to take that step to get involved with us. I'm very excited about the green market. Last year I was instrumental in getting the green market over in Sullivan Park. Unfortunately, the location just didn't make it, and the firm that the city chose to run the the green market just didn't live up to our expectations. Now, Judy Standish, Sally Potter, our cultural committee has taken, my friend, has taken the initiative with a little coaxing, and they have made this a success. I don't know if anybody went to the green market. It was just in December. I can't remember the date, just before the holidays. It was unbelievable. There were over 60 vendors, and there's another one this weekend on Sunday. It's tremendous. It beats out all the other green markets through the area. So thank you very much. Let's see, Quiet Waters Ballpark. We're very happy that along with the school board, we were able to acquire some of the land years ago. Again, I was instrumental with Bob Parks, who was a school board member back then, to get a piece of property out at Quiet Waters Park where we had a small ball field. And for the children in the west, because there's nothing out west. We have Quiet Waters Park, but that's county. The children in the western area didn't have a ball field. Well, when the school expanded, we lost that ball field. Well, 2 years ago, Christian Jacobs and we all got together. Now we're having another ball field in the other part of the lot that nothing is built on for the children out in the Western District. Tallman, we've got 10th Street, the linear trail, $200,000 grant. Mayo Howard Park, a fitness trail, $75,000 grant. Sea Turtle Friendly Lights, $450,000 grant. I know, and take your flashlights. The Sandpine Preserve, which is right on 10th Street, $50,000 grant. The South Beach Renourishment. And we can send a man to the moon, but we can't seem to figure out how to keep sand on our beach. This is something that, again, I remember 12 years ago, if not longer, that we went up to Tallahassee. It was Larry Deitch and Al Capolini and myself, because of beach renourishment. How are we going to keep renourishing? We spend millions of dollars. Every East Coast beach along the way spends millions of dollars every 3 to 5 years renourishing the beach because of the erosion. Something needs to be done, and nobody has come up with the, with a solution to that problem. The main beach parking lot, there's going to be an expansion project going on. It's in design build right now. The purchase of the River House restaurant. This was a great coup for us. Years ago, I don't know if all of you are familiar with where that is, but it's right behind the Chamber of Commerce on the Intercoastal. The city of Deerfield Beach was able to purchase that property, again, with the community redevelopment money that, again, was established over 12 years ago. So these are things, again, that started back then, but with this money, we are able to do. We're able to do the pier. We were able to do the Hillsborough landscaping and new foliage there. Also the Cove Shopping Center. Pioneer Park, we're working on a master plan for that. And the boat ramp, we received a $193,000 grant for that. In the future projects, again, are the pier entrance, the bike lane on Hillsborough Boulevard. Joe, I know you're a biker, and years ago, and I'm sure there's more of you here, and I'm sure a lot of you don't realize that when you go over the bridge on Hillsborough, your car kind of, jerks a little bit. If you look at the grate on that bridge, and this has been something that I've been lobbying for years and years and years, if you look at the grate, it's almost like a cookie cutter. It's not just a flat grate, and that's because if it gets wet, supposedly it won't be slippery. Well, it's like a cookie cutter. We have several South Florida bike clubs and that use our beach and ride their bikes over the beach. Years ago, my son was in a triathlon, and he was practicing for this triathlon, and he calls me up, and it was just before a commission meeting, and at that time I was a commissioner. And he said, Mom, you need to pick me up. I go, why? What happened, Thomas? He goes, Mom, just come get me. I said, where are you? I'm on the bridge. Oh, my gosh. You know how your heart stops. I go, what do you mean you're on the bridge? And the wheels are real small on those bicycles. Well, what had happened, he was going over the bridge. A car swerved when, jerked a little. So he tried to correct the bike to make sure he got out of the way. And he fell. He ended up with 32 stitches because that bridge dug like a cookie cutter out of the side of his leg. Now he says he got bit by a shark, but because he's 23. Ooh, how'd you get that? Oh, a shark. But so what I've been working very hard, and we have a young lady named Chris Morey, who's one of our CRA girls. She's wonderful. She's one of the managers and directors. She was able through the state. We're going to have a project in the city of Deerfield Beach, a pilot program that we're actually going to get the rubber, and it's going to be at least 12 inches wide, that goes over the bridge for the bikers, because this is a safety issue. And again, unless you're a biker or unless you've walked across that bridge, you don't realize how dangerous that bridge is for our bikers in the community. And you've got parents that ride with their kids, so this is something that I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And then the Cove Garden, the street improvements, which would be right behind the Cove Shopping Center, and also to the right, or to the west, that whole area, it's going to be cleaned up. Sidewalks are going to go in there, new drainage, because these are things that infrastructure that have been ignored because nobody wants to spend money on something that's underground that you don't see. They want to be able to visually see it. These are things that we're doing in improvements. And I'm proud to say that in 2010, 2011, we had 306 new businesses that opened up in the city of Deerfield Beach. So I'm very proud of that. And again, we have Founders Day, which is a big event in the city of Deerfield Beach. It's going to be held February 16th through 19th. And I'd like to, also thank our Sheriff, Allie and Birdie, for giving us a safe city to live in, and Pete Sutler, who's our police chief, because we're very fortunate to have these gentlemen that watch out for both you and I, and our city manager and our staff. We went through some transition after the election where Joe Miller, Bill Gantz, Marty Popowski, myself, we were elected to office, and we had a city manager, and it's like any business. When someone or any government, when the president comes in, he gets his own staff. When, the commissioners in Broward County, new commissioners come in, they want their own staff. Burgess Hanson was a young gentleman that worked for the city for many years, and he was the assistant to the city manager back when I was a commissioner over about 12 years ago. So he learned as an assistant how to run a city. Well, when we decided that we needed a city manager that was going to work more for the residents, more for the commission, and everybody could get along, because a lot of times what happens with city managers, the city commission sets policy, the city manager is to carry them out. Well, if there's, you know, a conflict of personalities or whatever, sometimes the city manager doesn't carry out the direction of the city commission. Well, we had run into that problem, so we decided we needed to get ourselves a new city manager, and luckily we had Burgess Hansen. And I have to say, Burgess Hansen is a young, bright star in our city. And a lot of the reason that the commission looks so good is because what he has done and the ideas he's come up with to help save all of you taxpayers burdens. And I'm very proud and I'm very happy to have Burgess Hansen as our city manager and the staff that he has picked to work with him to make this a successful city. I want to thank the businesses, I want to thank all you residents, and we're here to serve you. If there's anything that myself or the city, or I'm going to speak for Commissioner Miller, that any of us and my fellow commissioners, we're available to you, please feel free to contact us. And again, get involved. Please come out Sunday to the Green Market. It starts at 7? 8?
Starts at 8.
Starts at 8. And bring your recyclable bag. And they have really great aprons for sale, because they're really cute. So please come out and bring your recycling bag and fill it up.
Where is it?
It's in the Cove Shopping Center.
Oh.
So and there's plenty of parking, because most of the businesses in the Cove Shop, matter of fact, all of them, are closed on Sunday. So you have the opportunity to come out and park right there, and it was very successful, and I'm very proud again of the cultural committee and everybody that stepped up to the plate to make this successful. And now again, there's 60 vendors. So thank you Frank for giving me the opportunity. Thank all of you that are residents here in the city that might have voted for me and put your confidence in me. I love my city. I'm dedicated to the city. And I'm here for you, and anything I can do, please feel free to give me a call. So thank you.